Hi guys, I've got Gareth with me today. You all right?
Yep, I'm good.
And the reason being is Gareth's done really well since joining, achieved a hell of a lot, and it's had a big impact on him, how he feels. So we've got him on the call to explain basically what he's done, what he's achieved, and how he's now feeling. So over to you. What was your situation before starting?
Well, before starting, I'd actually got caught up in the lockdown thing because I had to shield from work because I'm a nurse and I've only got one kidney and stuff, so it wasn't an ideal place to be. So I was shielding and basically eating my happiness. So when I was starting to put on quite a bit of weight, and I decided, I need to do something about this. And then I was flicking through, I think it was Facebook actually is where I found you. And I thought, right, I'll give this a try. And I gave you a call. So
Brilliant. So how much weight did you put on, and what effect was that kind of having on you, how you felt in your lifestyle?
I hadn't really put huge amounts of weight on because I was quite a chub anyway. So I'd say I'd probably gained about 3, 4, 5, 6 pounds type thing. It was just creeping up slowly but surely. Because at the end of the day, I wasn't allowed to go out or anything. And I was in a two-bedroom flat, sharing a flat at the time as well. And so there wasn't really any exercising, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was just creeping up, and I just didn't want that to happen because I could see it. I could definitely feel it in my trousers and stuff. Yeah. So, yeah.
So obviously it was affecting your clothes. Your clothes are getting tighter.
Yeah, absolutely.
What were the worries if you didn't take action? What were the worries?
Health worries more than anything because I'm diabetic as well. So another reason behind me kind of trying to push this a bit further is I want to get off my diabetic tablet, and think I'm on the way to that. I've actually just got bloods done yesterday to double check to see if I can come off them. So that'll be another good thing that came out of this. So.
Brilliant.
But yeah, health-wise, it was mostly, I just didn't want to go through this lockdown. Didn't know how long it was going to last either, but I did know it was going to be a while. And if I was just sitting in the house, just eating and doing anything or nothing, I was going to get fat because I easily put weight on.
Right. And before starting with us, before lockdown, had you over the years tried anything on your own, exercising? Had you tried to lose the weight before, and how long had you been?
Yeah, so I'm always at a gym. I've always got some sort of gym membership, and whether I use it or not enough is probably another thing. But with me, the terrible thing is motivation. And the other part of this was, well, I'm stuck in a house. I've got nothing else to do. This is a good motivation to go and do something.
Yeah.
So having you guys behind us then, like, especially with the emails you get sent every day with your workout and stuff, it's so easy, and it's like, it comes in the morning, I used to get up at 6:30 and just do it then, because the other thing about me is if I got up and didn't do them, the rest of the day I'd be thinking, So for me, it's best to get up, get it done, and that's it. It's done for the day.
I agree. I love training early, getting it done, and then you can move on. And you're more likely to eat well that day because you're feeling good because you've exercised.
Yeah. But my diet's completely changed.
So what was your diet like before joining?
So I had a healthy plate food. It was never a bad diet. It was just portion-wise was huge. So, I cook my own food. We buy nothing into the house. It's always, we cook our own food. It's like we have one takeaway a week at the moment because of the lockdown, but everything else cook fresh from scratch. But our portions was massive. So it was huge amounts of rice, huge amounts of potatoes, huge amounts, it's like, it was all bad stuff. So cutting that down probably by about half to go in conjunction with the MyFitness app to get my calories correctly. And I think that's been another huge part of how I kind of did lose weight because my portions just went right down. And I kind of stuck to it religiously as well, because it was easy. Once you start using the MyFitness app thing, it was easy to see, oh my God, just that mouthful of something that you would sometimes just grab, how much calories was in it. which you didn't know before because I wasn't calorie chasing, to be honest. So using that has kind of opened up my eyes a wee bit to how easily it is to take in huge amounts of calories without even thinking about it.
It's so true, and I know a lot of people listening to this will probably not understand that the reason why we put on weight is because we eat too much.
Oh, God, yeah.
And a lot of the time, we can be eating healthy food, but too much of it as well.
Yeah.
Or we can be exercising, but then still eating too much, and so you don't see any results, and then people lose motivation.
I think the problem we have as consumers as well is we think, oh, orange juice, it's healthy. But if you're buying it from the shop, it's full of sugar and stuff. There's a lot of calories in these things. Even just like, your healthy bars, apparently, they're full of calories. So it's like, it's just getting on top of that. And once you start doing the app regularly and see, because what I started doing as well was when I was making food, when we were cooking dinners, I was weighing everything and putting it through the system. And then you saw how much calories was in each meal you were cooking. And that opened up my eyes quite a bit, I have to say, because I thought I was because we cooked all our stuff ourselves, I thought we were quite healthy eaters, but we weren't, because one, our portion was too big. And secondly, I didn't realize how many calories is in.
So you were cooking good food, all home cooked, you're eating too much. And that's a really common thing that I see people doing wrong. But that's the real importance of this program. What we want to do is show you how to not just help you lose the weight, but actually educate you so you know how to keep it off and how to keep going. Now you've got that understanding of what a right amount of food is and what a portion size should be for your body. And what
because it varies as well, because like
not forever.
In the beginning I was like 2,000 calories, I think I was. It's come down to about 1,500 now to keep everything low. But my partner, he was at about 1,500 to lose weight. So we were both very different as well.
Yeah. And it just shows you. So that's why we tailor it to your weight and show you the app and show you how to use it effectively, because it's not one size fits all.
No, absolutely not.
By these diets where if you just get a simple diet, eat this, this and this, it can be so different depending on your weight, exercise, age. So that's why on this program, we tailor it to you, show you how to make it customized for you and specific, but also then how to educate you to keep the weight off. I think we've touched upon it there quite a lot. What are the things then that have helped you on the program? So you knew what to eat, you knew the right amount of food. What else has really helped you to achieve what you have on the program?
So being able to kind of get in touch with you, I guess, when I wasn't sure about anything, you're always there. You're easy to get in touch with through the emails or whatever. Getting the daily routines as well. So a wee reminder in the morning, this is your workout for today, just do it. And once a week as well, you kind of gave us a wee booster by saying, oh, well done, guys, you've done this. And there is, because you knew what everybody else was doing as well. Although I've never met some of these people, it's still kind of nice to see that somebody else on this same training as I am is losing the weight, or maybe they've gained a little bit that week, and that's not a big issue. It's not the end of the world. You just need to tighten it up a wee bit again and just carry on. So thankfully, I've kept the weight off, but I just know if I didn't keep an eye on this now, I will bring the weight up again. So getting your daily stuff is kind of good, because it just reminds you, even on the Saturdays, Sundays you've got day rest or whatever, it still tells you, come on, you need to do this today or whatever.
Yeah, get out walking or just be active.
Yeah.
Really,
and I'm actually cycling a bit now as well. So
that's great, and that's what we say. Just do our workouts. And then you can do other stuff on top of that. It can be walking, it could be a run, it could be hiking.
I've never been much of a walk. Like I like the walking and stuff, but now I went and bought a drone because we do these vlogs as well. So I've been climbing hills and mountains and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Just try and get this thing up in the air in a decent place. So all that as well helps. Although I do have a buggered knee, and that's not been helping. So that out of everything within the course, that what was holding me back mostly, because this was still giving me jip. So at times I had to hold back a wee bit and kind of tailor the program a bit easier for myself. So you might have said I needed to do some hops or something. I wouldn't do that, but I would run on the spot or something while that time was supposed to be doing that until you changed it.
Plenty of times when you asked us, right, I can't do this exercise because of my knee, and then we modified that for you and gave you exercises, which is important because touched upon the way you can just get in touch with us. We want to be accessible at every opportunity we can every day and get back to you within a couple of hours, so we know you're on track and you're motivated and you know exactly what to do at all time, and that really helps you progress fast and do well.
Yeah, because I think it's really important that if you get up in the morning and your routine, you think, oh, I can't do that bit part of it. Just do something else instead until you've spoken to you. You know, don't just stand there doing nothing. Just keep that heart rhythm going or whatever. But just do something for that time until you can get in touch with you guys and change it a wee bit.
Yeah, brilliant.
So,
and so the results you've achieved, I just want to say before that, for most of lockdown, you weren't able to leave the house. Nope. So you were not able to do any other activity like walking or cycling. So the results you achieved was from eating better and from following our habits and also eating better, which is class. So like you would have lost even more if you could have left the house as well. So it shows you've done really, really well. What then have you achieved on the time you've been with us? So I think
I lost 1.5 stone.
16 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, so 1.5 stone, which I think was really, really good, as you said, because I couldn't go out and stuff like that. But also it wasn't too fast. Because the other worries I had, I didn't want to look gaunt. You know, because you sometimes you think some people lose weight so fast, then they look this gaunt, like there's something wrong with them. And then they kind of tend to go, no, I don't like the way I look. And then you start eating back again to try and fill that up. So because they kind of did nice and gradually, I never felt drained or, you know, yes, now and again I was craving a bit of chocolate or something like that. So do you know what? I bought a small bar and just took half of it. Yeah. So that I had a taste for it.
You can have that stuff in moderation, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. And even like, because I was a massive fan of Rich Tea Biscuit, and I could even still have 2 of them every now and again because they only cost me something like 140 calories or something for 2 biscuits though. But, you know, I counted that into my day. So I could still have that little treat if I wanted to, that little bit of sweetness. Because it doesn't stop you eating anything. It just makes you eat it in consideration, you know, in the smaller portions.
Try and get across to people. On this program, we don't say you can't eat this, you can't eat that, you can't eat that. It's like, you can eat whatever you want, follow our guidelines, eat the right amount, and as long as you can balance it and have a few treats, that's fine. I'll do that. As long as,
because we still had a takeaway once a week. Like every Saturday night we had a takeaway because that was kind of treat for being stuck indoors all the time. So one takeaway a week, and we always tried to go for something a little bit healthier as well in the treats. But you know, there's not a takeaway out there really that has a calorie count. So it's really difficult to keep on top of that. So it was just being like, usually I would order an Indian meal. I would eat all of it. So these days I eat half of it and I have half of it the next day and stuff. So it's like, it's the easiest way to do it. Yeah. Just use your head a wee bit and think, no, this is going to be too much. If they don't have a calorie control thing that you can see how much calories is in this food, then look at it and say, well, that portion is quite decent size, so probably half of that's going to be enough. Yeah.
And did you find that the exercise started off gradual, suitable for you, and then progressed over the weeks, and as you got fitter, it became a bit more challenging?
Yeah, I remember thinking like the first week, thinking, oh my God, this is kind of hefty going. But I got through it, and as the weeks progressed, you realise that what you're doing now, and if you did it right in the beginning, it would have been a piece of cake. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like you get so used to it building up that slowly, you don't realise how much you've built up. Yeah. And so that the stuff you were doing in the beginning, you're like, oh yeah, that's a breeze, you know? Yeah. But because it does build up slowly. So yeah, that was good.
Yeah, we do that on purpose so you can, as you get the exercise gets more challenging. We don't want to give you the more challenging stuff.
And I actually like the challenges that you get. Yeah. You know, like you have the challenge areas. Yeah, I really like them. Like 25 minutes solid going. I mean, you're in buckets afterwards, but you feel good. You know, it's like you feel like you achieved something.
And it's a great way. We do that every single week, so you can assess your fitness improving every week, because you can measure it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what about your fitness and your health now? So you said about your diabetes. What about your fitness as well?
My fitness, I feel, is better. Still holding me back is the knee, sadly. And I'm still trying to fight with consultants and stuff like that just to get that operated on and get sorted, because it literally is such an easy fix, but with everything going on, it's not so easy fix. And I think, to be honest, I personally believe, just because of the way I feel and stuff like that, that my sugar levels should be so much lower than they were, that I will be able to come off my metformin and stuff, which is my diabetic medication. So that's good. My blood pressure's come down. So that's another bonus that's come out of this. So all these little tiny bits build up to making me feel a lot better about myself, I have to say. And you kind of wake up with a bit more energy. You want to go to your bed at night because you're tired and you want to have some good sleep. So yeah, I think from when I started to where I am now, I'm far less sluggish and kind of got more energy. I'm constantly wanting to go out. But I think that's because I was kept up in the house anyway.
Big shift.
But I want to do, I'm happy to, I want to jump on my bike and take cycles around Edinburgh and stuff like that. So it's kind of,
So that's a massive change.
And I can see it in my face and stuff, because actually another thing, when I first started, I had quite a hefty beard. And then one day I thought, I need to get rid of it because it's really itching me. And when I got rid of it, I thought, oh my God, you really lost weight, because I couldn't see it in my face before. So when I had that, it was like, oh, gee whiz, you really lost some decent weight, and it's looking good.
You've just gone back to work as well, and people have noticed.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, the first thing they say is, oh my God, how much weight have you lost?
Yeah. You won't have seen them for, 12 weeks, 16 weeks?
4 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They noticed straight away, complimented.
Yeah.
Great feeling as well for you, must be.
Yeah, really nice.
So overall, you're fitter, healthier, more energy, you want to do more, you've lost 1.5 stone, and overall, so you're just feeling a lot more better about yourself as well.
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, I didn't think I could do it to start with, I have to say, but I'm glad I got in touch with you. I'm glad I've been on the course, and it's been good. It just, at the moment, just financially and kind of work-wise and stuff like that, I can't do it at the moment, but there's no hesitation that I would recommend you guys, and what you've done for me, I really appreciate it.
Brilliant.
So yeah.
I suppose that's a great way to end. What would you say to anyone who's potentially thinking about joining the program?
Don't think, just get on with it.
Love it.
Just take that jump, because I'm a great believer in, if you don't try, even if you fail, you've tried and failed, rather than not tried at all. Do you know what I mean? So I'm a great believer in, try something. If you fail at it or it doesn't work for you, then readjust it, try and get right. But never, ever, ever going to know how it is until you try it. So it's always worth a try. And at the end of the day, in truth, you guys, what you charge and stuff, it's not that expensive. Do you know what I mean? It's affordable, and you can, for what you get in 1 week, it's well worth it. You pay far more in the gym and stuff for what you get from you. So yeah, don't hesitate. Just go for it, try it. And if it doesn't work, then get in touch with the guys and say, I'm not feeling this part, I'm not feeling that part, and they'll change it and you'll sort it out for them, and just get on with it.
Exactly. That's what we're there for. It's the training, the exercise, and the support throughout the whole process to allow you to get the results you have.